Good morning. We are in Bloomsdale, Missouri. Was hoping to catch a little bit of something that was going on over here. See if I can't. Is he still there? You'll see him on the way out maybe. But there was a super oversized load here. Another guy from the same company, he's still here. But the one I'm talking about, there was two trailers side by side. And then they even had to tow a truck behind them with a weight on the back so that he could push. So the lead truck pulls and the rear truck pushes. I've seen it before. I just think it's really cool and interesting. All right, well, I'm going to finish up this pre-trip and then we're going to hit the road. Okay, we lost plenty of time today. I slept in. Not because I slept in because I wanted to. It has been so bloody hot. And for those of you who may not know, when your body overheats like that, you tend to have to go to the washroom a lot. And this only dehydrates you out. And the heat can also cause constipation. Oh, this is what I was talking about. So here we got an oversized load. Massive oversized load. The truck that was here with them was even bigger. Not longer, wider. Which means if we catch up to them, we're not passing them. I don't care if he's going up a hill at 10 miles an hour. I'll just sit right behind him. And 8 miles an hour. But yeah, the heat, it wreaks havoc on your body. And I don't have to deliver until, Thursday morning? Today's Tuesday. So we got all day today to drive, all day tomorrow, and deliver the next day. Oh. So, my thinking is, we're going to push as far as we can today. Now, it's a little over 1,000 kilometers to Hasty, Minnesota. I wish I had checked that last night. Might have taken a chance and risk of going on up here to the Bloomsdale Love's truck stop. But I didn't consider that last night. Last night, I was hot. I wanted to get into the bunk with the air conditioner blowing on me. And I was interested to see about the uploads, how long they would take, because I'm making kind of shorter clips. And, well, yeah. I just wanted to lay down, relax, and sleep and get the heat off of me. It did rain last night. Just a little bit. But it brought the temperature down quite a bit. and then it stopped, and the temperature's back. And that rest area we were at, you go inside, there's no air conditioning in that rest area. No, sir. In fact, last night when I went in there, the main hall was all lit up, and then you got your women's rest areas on one side, men's rest areas on the restrooms on the other side. I go into the men's, there's no power whatsoever, no lights. I start waving my hand around, figuring, oh, it's one of those movement sensors, right? Detect if somebody's in there and it'll turn on. No. That rest area was like, nah, boy, you just can go and do your business in the dark. You don't need no power. You don't need no lights to see what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been doing it for 47 years. You're fine. Thanks, Missouri Department of Transportation. Again, that is the rest area just south of Bloomdale, Missouri. But I'm feeling much better today. How about you guys? I need you guys to start dropping comments too, so I can try to build this channel. I want to do things and show things that you guys want to see. So, you know, even right down to, hey, is this camera angle better, or did you like it better when you were up in front of me here up on the visor? I can do either or, because really, you weren't in my way. Eventually, I will be showing a different view where, because I got another one of these, I got a clamp for my action camera, but I think I would be able to take the camera clamp off of my tripod and attach it to that clamp so that it will clamp onto, I'm saying clamp a lot, I know, on the grab bar here, and then my phone can be held in the phone clamp, but I think they'll actually attach together. I'm gonna try it. It's gonna depend on the size of the mounting screw. But hey, if it works, that's another option. And I got my cooler working. I had my cooler working again. I did. I'm hoping it's just not plugged. We're stopping up here at the Loves to get some fuel anyway. We'll get some fuel. Carry on, but I'll have a chance to check the cooler then. But I got it working last night, and it got the temperature down by this morning, so yay! Got my cooler back. I got my cooler back, and you're gonna be in trouble. Sorry, I really gotta stop singing. I know. Try to remember that. No, you know what? Y'all don't need to be in my pocket no more. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, I could just pull the microphone off and this was somehow going to fall into my pocket. No, the microphone was in my pocket. That's my new magnet, because I lost the other two. I'm betting anything they're not lost. Well, one's lost because I lost it outside the truck. But I'll bet you anything. There's one in here stuck to some piece of metal, and I just can't find it. I've torn this truck apart looking for things. I don't know. I got a gremlin. Now, some people have sock gremlins in their house. Oh, I got techno gremlins around here. They're stealing everything. Magnets, hard drives. Buggers. Okay. Well, I made a mistake. It wasn't Bloomdale, Missouri, where we were stopping at the Loves. This is Herculeum, Hercules, Missouri. Okay. Herculaneum. And I've been here before. Quite a few times. Well, I've been on this run before, so. Not gonna go inside today. I want to push further down so that when I do decide to stop for the night, it's as early as possible. Remember, I gotta stop for a half-hour break still, too. Come on, Crete, you can do it. Oh, he makes a rookie mistake. I see guys do this all the time. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't see the bobtail. Okay, he didn't make a rookie mistake. But I do see guys do this all the time. You get 3 or more spots that are available, and you try to back in to one of the sorry, the exit's really weird here, but you try to back in between, in the middle spot. The problem is yeah, you got lines that you can follow, but you got no trailers or anything on either side of you, right? And a lot of our driving is done with peripheral vision, not the pinpoint that we're looking at. So if you try to go in the middle line, middle spot, you're going to be moving, pulling up and backing up, pulling up and backing up, trying to get in between those lines, wondering what in the hell, you know, how did you manage this kind of thing? How is it you, a professional driver, can't back in? Relax. It just comes down to the fact that you don't have those trailers there, which stand out better, and and give you a better reference for backing up than those lines do. So what I would do is I always back up if there's 3 open spots. I will back up the furthest to the left, the one that's going to keep a truck and trailer on the driver's side of me. That gives me plenty of room on the passenger side. I can be way off, right? And I'm not going to hit anything. Oh. Wee woo. That's a fire wee woo. Oh, no. No, don't you go that way. Oh, Lord. Tell me there isn't a fucking accident on the highway and we're going to get shut down. We're going to be all sitting there grumbling because it's hot out. Shouldn't really complain. That would be a bad day for me, but imagine the person they're going to. Not funny. So, what was it? Around, mile marker 170. Sign said construction 10 miles ahead. We've been driving through construction for the past 3 miles, and we're not even at 180 yet. Does the Department of Transportation in Missouri know how to count? Kidding. Don't need them to start pulling me in at every scale. Just jokes. Gotta laugh at yourself. We all are. Look at that. Doing work and they got a little tent set up. What are people... You see that fire truck up there? Is there vehicles in front of them? They're not locked in. Okay, I think one of the trucks finally got him to go by, but I think that truck lost a gear. There's one big truck in front of us. I think he's the one that lost a gear. Or not. Why is everybody on the left stopping? What are y'all doing? Oh, there's flashing lights behind us on the left. I can't tell if it's emergency crew or not. I'm sorry, was that the fire truck going back? Must be a test drive. Yeah, they must be test driving it, making sure all the lights and wee-woos work on it. Nope, here's our fire truck. Here's... Ooh. But that means the other fire truck probably came from here, right? What happened? Tell us. Are you spraying water? No. Oh. Accidental. Must have left the, must have caused a fire in the engine bay too. But the front looked like it had been smashed up a bit. A rear end collision maybe? I don't know. Not enough to see to go by to even try to make guesses. I don't mind guessing as to how the accident happened. What I don't like guessing at is who's at fault for a serious accident where we're just going to start laying blame on a person. We can sit there and say, well, it could be this guy's fault. It could have been him that did this, or it could be that guy's. You got to look at all of it. You can't just go, he's got brown skin, accident's his fault. And I see that so often. I don't see that. I hear that so often. Makes my stomach burn. Anyways, happy thoughts. So those oversized loads looked like they were, looks like it was part of drilling rigs. I wonder where they're off to. Well, we're in Iowa now. Oh. Yeah, when we first got into Iowa, a farm pickup, one of those, I think it was a Chevy, but it's a flatbed rather than having a truck bed, pulls up along beside me. I glance over because he pulls up and he stops, slows down, it's holding right beside me. I glance down, little boy right there in the passenger seat, just pumping his arm like crazy. So I gave a few blasts on the air horn. Kid just was absolutely delighted. I think I mentioned it before, truckers love this, like just to be able to see the kids get so excited. And the father pulls up. I flash my lights, let him know to clear. He can move over. I'll slow down. Give him some space, right? He waves at me. About, I don't know, 5 miles down the road, he's turning left onto some small little highway or a smaller road, and waves at me as I'm going by. So I gave a few more blasts on the air horn, the boy. It's just, those are the four-wheelers we like. They have respect for us. From everything I could tell, like from the truck and whatnot, looked like they were a farm family, so they deal with truckers. Somebody's got to pick up the grain and whatever crop they might harvest. Excuse me. Or animals as well, right? But he was very, very kind, like making sure he waves and whatnot. Very polite. I'd like to see that. Right now, I'm actually working on something on my computer. Well, obviously not right now because I'm driving. It's taking a little while to figure it out. Now that I'm using this different editor, I got to figure out how I can use it on the editor. But what I want to do is create something that I can slap onto the video, starting, you know, at the edge of my hood, and have a red zone for the first 4-second gap, a yellow zone for the next 3 seconds, and then a green zone after that. 8 seconds and on kind of thing. Because I think it'd be interesting to see the video of me driving down the road to see how many vehicles, cars and trucks, are pulling back in on the red zone. You could be doing 10 miles an hour faster than me. Pulling into the red zone, still stupid. Yellow zone, you're going to be out of that zone in no time. I'm not too worried about it. I don't have to slow down much either. But if you're only going a little bit faster than me, make sure you get into that green zone if you can. Oh. Yeah, they weren't lying when they said rough roads there before we got into the construction. I wish I'd been recording then because speed limit in the construction zone is 55. So I got my speed limited to 55. That way I can't get a heavy foot. And was coming up to crews actually working. So I always slow down more. When there's actual people working on the road, I try to slow down a bit more. It's a good thing I did. Big, huge piece of machinery is laying the asphalt and spreading it out and whatnot. And there's a guy following right on the edge of the machine, right along the pylons that are out separating us. And he starts getting much, much closer to walking with those pylons. I only have so much room, and there was no shoulder on my left, so I could not move over anymore. I had to brake, and it's a good thing I did, because all of a sudden he just steps over and tries to look around the machinery. Had I not hit the brakes and moved over, I probably would have hit him. Now at that point, I was maybe 30 miles an hour. Would I have killed him? No. Would the injuries have been severe? Yes. And guess who would get blamed? That's right. The truck driver. I got cameras, I got the driver's eye there that the company can use to show that, you know, I acted accordingly. I was following the rules of the road. I did not see a sign in this state that says anything about a work zone speed limit when workers present. So I think it's Illinois that has one. If the workers are present, you have to slow down to 45. Regardless of what the construction speed limit is, you gotta slow down to 45. Which is what I do anyway. Well, we didn't get as far as we wanted. That's trucking. It's not the first time. I seem to say it often, don't I? I had hoped originally to get to Hasty, Minnesota, but I had to make a couple of pit stops. This heat out here, I mean, it does something to you. Anyhow, not going to go into detail there, but every time we stop, we lose, depending how far off the stop is from the highway, we could lose anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes just stopping. That's not including the time of going inside, using the washroom, making a purchase, anything like that. So slowly, that is such a pretty shiny. That's a Freightliner Classic yet. Oh, that's a Freightliner Classic XL. That's old. Probably early 2000s. Maybe even late 90s. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. Sorry, I got trucker ADHD, okay? So, knowing that there's construction in Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minneapolis, the 35W up to 494, bunch of construction. We'd miss the rush hour, but that doesn't matter. The slowed speed limits and traffic bunching up with the merges meant that I was going to be risking getting to Hasty after 10 minutes or so of running out of hours. That is still a violation. Can't risk it. So I figured, okay, I won't go to Rice Lake, to the Flying J at Rice Lake. I've had reserved parking spots there 5 times. 5 times. This year. And out of all those 5 times, somebody else was parked in it. They don't do anything about people parking in the reserved spots without reserving them, and therefore people just keep doing it. They say that, well, they don't have the staff or security to go and deal with it. I told them, I said, well, call the cops. Like, literally, it's a reserved parking spot. If somebody parks there without paying, it is theft. You know, so call the cops. It's got to stop. If I reserve a parking spot, I should feel confident that when I get there, it's there. So anyways, I won't stop at Rice Lake because of that. The truck stop itself seems nice. And the people are nice, but the way they handle the policies, not nice. So I don't trust it. Plus, by the time we got there, it probably would have been around 10:30. I don't know. It would have been late enough that the truck stops would have all been filling up. So I probably wouldn't have found a parking spot there anyway. The Owatonna rest area is already showing full. Okay. And so I figured, okay, I'll stop at the Petro in Albert Lea, because right across the street from it is a Love's. So usually if one's full, the other one still has a space or two. But usually the Love's is full first, and then the Petro fills up. Petro's full. I was still going to go there because I figured, oh, well, if it's full, I'll just go to Owatonna. And then when I looked at Owatonna and saw that it was full, I was like, well, that's not going to work. So we're here in Mason City. Yeah. Which is where we spent the night on our way down. But I don't think I had started recording just yet. because of the technical difficulties, which again, I am sorry. I am going to try to do better on that. So we are in Mason City, Iowa, which, let's see if it's going to tell me, means we have about 9.5 to 10 hours of driving for tomorrow. That's to get to Winnipeg. I got this trucker path all set up to go to the Arnold Brothers yard, not to the customer, which is, Arnold Brothers yard is kind of the southeast corner of the city. East, really, but southeast. The customer is in the northwest. But I planned on getting to Winnipeg tomorrow. If I can get there early enough that I can go to the Flying J in Headingley and get a parking spot, that's what I'll do, because that's on the west side. But if it doesn't look like we're going to get there that early, then I'll just go to the Arnold Brothers yard, spend the night there, get up early, take off to the customer. So I plan on getting up at if we can get up, start our day just after 7. If we're out of here by 8, right, and we got 10 hours of driving, let's just say 11 hours to get there. I've got my half-hour break and whatnot. Even let's say 12. Okay, if we're out of here at 8, then we get there by 8 o'clock in the morning, that's good. I have to be there by 11 o'clock at night, actually 10:30, so that I have time to do the pre-trip and everything and head off to the customer. So still works out. Just means a bit of a hard drive tomorrow. Hopefully the temperatures will be better than what they've been, because my poor air conditioner here has been just grinding away. I had it set on auto, and I had it set for 72 degrees because that's about room temperature. And usually once it gets towards that temperature, the fans, they like die down and it's not working quite as hard. Oh no, it's been full blast the last 3 days. Just working. And it's been so hot that I've had to put more antifreeze in the truck. I don't know where it's going. I don't have to put antifreeze in this thing. It's been good. Now all of a sudden it's disappearing, and it shouldn't be. So I'm going to have to let the shop know about that, because it could be something else. It might not have anything to do with the heat. So get them to take a look at that. So now we're going to call it a night here, and I'm going to hop in the bunk. I'm going to start doing uploads, and I'm going to edit yesterday's videos. I couldn't do the editing last night because it was all uploading, and it takes half an hour to an hour to move the footage from one of my cameras to the laptop, and I got 2 cameras. It sucks. I wish there was a faster way. And I'm using a Thunder cable, like a lightning cable, but for Android. So I'm not using a USB, and the Thunder cable is supposed to make it faster. And it does, but if this is fast, it's still too slow. But yeah, that's the plan for tonight. Thank you for coming along. It's a bit smoky out here. I hope where you are it's not too smoky, and if you're an American and you got smoke from Canada, we're sorry, but just keep in mind we've lost 4 firefighters fighting the Colorado fire. Canadian firefighters are fighting a forest fire in Colorado. The forest fires, it's not a political thing. It's not like Canada set forest fires and are sitting there with fans blowing it to the States. It's not like Colorado's blowing it to Canada, which they do. It does make its way up there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless.
I'll keep walking. I was built for this.